this video, I'm going to talk about the ultimate home setup that we've got here for the smart home stuff. So that's from like TV control to door locks to, I don't know, basically everything. Got heated floor, hoovers, all that sort of stuff, Sonos, speakers, all of it. So I'm going to go through it. I'm going to start with TVs. This is Sky TV in the UK. I'm not sure if you're aware of it. If you are, you are. So we've got Sky TV. The really annoying thing about Sky boxes is the remote. Well, not necessarily really annoying. It's just a bit annoying, like, because they are a bit fussy, so they require a lot. So we've got them hardwired, and we've got them all upstairs, which means the IR on the remote doesn't work. We've also got some Sonos, but we'll get to that later. So what we've done is, back here, I will show you by sticking this back here, there's a little Node MCU there, with a little IR receiver. So essentially, as I use the remote, as you can see here, oh, you can't really see either of that. As I use the remote anyway, it controls the TV. So that's using IR over the network. So it's sending the IR into the Node MCU back here, and then we're translating that over the Wi-Fi, Unified Access Points all over the house, to the network. It also means that the volume controls show a little notification in Android TV that actually directly control the Sonos and don't control it like through the TV. There's a bit of flicker on that, sorry about that. Let's move along from that. So over here we've got some controls for the lights in the room. I like these, but I don't really like these. I thought these were something else that I'll show you upstairs. We've got one of them upstairs, but they're not. But they allow you just to control the lights. It's just light strip in here. We don't really use the lights, otherwise it'd do better. And then you can do the blinds. I won't do that because some of them work, some of them don't. Some of them get caught on a cactus. But that's kind of that. That's the TV. That's the sort of conservatory setup. This is pretty basic. But yeah, I just thought people would be interested in that. And there's that. So let's take a look at some door access. So one of the first things we did in the house was get rid of keys. Oh, I did in the house was get rid of keys. This one's having a bit of an issue. I need to replace one of them. It's not working. But it's not the nicest, I'll admit. It's not the nicest. But I like to tinker and I like it. So we've got a box up here. So in here, we've got a Node MCU, the relays for the magnets, and it takes in some commands from these buttons. Two lights. The red light indicates that it's locked and it's disabled and you cannot unlock it. The white one indicates it's unlocked. But on the outside, so there's also a pin here to make sure so when it's locked, you can't get in because it's locked. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to swap phones and I'm going to show you what happens when you scan the QR code. Not QR code, the NFC. Back inside. For some reason, the NFC tag that's outside doesn't work, but there's one here. I think it's had a bit of weathering. So we'll just update that. But essentially, when I scan the NFC tag on my phone, it's like that. There you go. I get a little notification. This says TDS Home NFC tag, open TDS Home. When I open that, I do Face ID and it takes me into the app. And then that unlocks the door. So this uses some custom iOS apps. I say some, there's quite a lot of custom iOS apps that we've got for this house. This just basically does some door access. And if you go to door setup, you can like configure your devices, like what doors you want to do. Essentially, we can do the gates, the garage door, all that sort of stuff. You can register devices, etc. You get the idea. We have some other stuff in here, but maybe I'll get to that in another video. So you've just seen the door access here. I'll just quickly show you this room. There's not much smart going on in here. We've got unified camera, motion censored lighting, motion sensor. Also still has a regular light switch, but this just tells the smart home what to do. There's a Nest, smoke alarm and shit. That's been hacked. It's not running any latest firmware, so it could still be controlled. Oh, and there's the Hoover. It's got stuck. But, yeah. So that's in there. There's not much in there. The smart-wise. We're coming in here. So under here, under there, I don't know where you can see that, is the base station for the Hoover. As well as in there, there's some control to control the Hoover, to talk to it and tell it what to do. Also the control for the heated floor. So there's heated floor in here, and in here. They're all separate zones. And up there, there's a separate zone as well. So over here, we've got two H&Ds in home displays. In H&Ds? I don't know, whatever they're called. The things you can get your electric meter, blah, blah, blah. I did a video about why I've got two, but yeah. Unified cameras, some nano leaf panels. Don't know why they do that orangeness. It's really disgusting, but they do. We use these to like indicate what bins need to go out and stuff like that, on what days. There's a whole app for that. Around here, we've got smart home control. So this is the smart home tablets. I did a video about these previously, but they've just literally been redone. So I've rewritten. Oh, let's get that in focus. There you go. I've just rewritten the whole thing in React, which hopefully makes it a bit quicker. It's got a bit of artificial slowdown at the moment, but yeah, it's a much more smooth experience. Like you pick your room, all that sort of stuff. So it's like a loading. You can control everything in here. Like if I pick like the garden, say you get all the garden apparatus, like new walls such as that. Do the gates. We can even schedule the gates. This is something new I've added because I think it's always something we need. I want to be able to schedule the gates. I want to say actually that at like, I don't know, 3:30 they open. Do you know what I mean? I want to tell them that that's when they want them to open. Anyway, there you go. There's that. Let's go back to home. There you go. There's a motion sensor there. So we just lost this cover, but anyway. Door lock. Out here, there's another door. That's got another door lock, and there's the garage. There's another door down there as well. We've also got the weather up here. This is using the Apple Weather Kit API on a custom screen, and then there's like an Apple map down the bottom. But yeah, in here, there's some Sonos, and these are all Hue lights. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that in there. There's Hue lighting. We're using the Hue lights, mainly because back when we did this quite a while ago, Hue lights were quite popular, and they made these really nice ceiling ones. The ceilings are paint, let's not talk about that. But yeah, and then we've got a Unify access point here. This does sort of all of this area. And then as we go through here, so this is underfloor heating controlled back there. So in here we've got some more Hue lights, another access point, another door with another door lock, and this camera. Yeah, so then there's a cupboard here. I believe this has got a sensor on it. Yes, there is a sensor on the door that tells that to control that. This is me hacking into the heated floor with the most jankiest wiring ever. But yeah, so that's just a Hue bulb, a smart home bulb that's controlled. Everything, you can see it's gone off. I don't know, you can see that there it goes on, off. That's all controlled. In here, another light, motion sensor. This is a toilet, this bathroom, might show you anything else in there. Got some controls here. Ooh. This is for the lights that are out here. I'll show you, I'll come out here. There's some lights there, and there, and there, with the Sonos and a camera. It's not there at the moment, but they're controlled through that. Got some gates, they're controlled. There's another gate there. These are the old gates. There's a button on the gates, it's got a magnet, you press the button, we get a notification, everything like that. All that sort of stuff, that's kind of in here. I'll show you, but I might show you if it's raining at the moment, but otherwise I'll go show you the keypad at the gates. It's one of them ring ones. So in here we just got some smart lighting. Stuff like that, smart lighting. Not much in there, I won't go in there. There's just a bit more smart lighting. Let's go upstairs, take you upstairs for a bit. So these are the stairs. We've got one of these lights from IKEA. Hold on, let me get the top. The stairs. Lights from IKEA. Sonos camera. It needs a paint. Again, you got one of these. Oh, I thought these had fixed this. They don't. I need to look at this. When I've rewritten the code, they don't quite go to sleep. Is this one still awake as well? Yeah. They don't go to sleep. So you have to press the little sleep button. But these seem to be. I don't know. Work needs doing on them. They're a bit of work. This is just a room. This is a bedroom. So we're currently in Aiden's room, which is upstairs in the bedroom section. But yeah, you got all this. I'm just showing you this now because you got all the devices, you got all that sort of stuff. We'll do it. So I'll talk about that in a minute, actually. So there you go. Here's the bathroom. So in the bathroom, we've got the standard. So I guess you can't close this door because it don't fit the handle. The handle's literally there. But we just got one of these like entry thingies. We press that and the magnet button goes in. Not magnet button, what's it called? Bolt, whatever, don't know. So then when you're in the bathroom, you can like lock it and they go red. Stuff like that. All that fancy stuff. Yeah, so in here, we redid all this. It's got loads of new stuff. Yeah, we redid all of this, so it's all got the lights and stuff in it already, and speakers. It's got 4 speakers. 4 speakers, 5 lights, because there's one there above the sink. And there's lights behind the mirror. They're not working just yet, but yeah. So on this is what I thought we were buying for downstairs. This is a small little, more compatible touchscreen. Just running a web browser. It's running fully kiosk. Ooh. Fully kiosk browser. And then this just runs an adapted version of the same thing, built for small screens. So we've got a few small screens in the house, a few big screens. Where are we? We're in the bathroom. Oh, it's crashed. Go to start URL. There you go. Don't know what happened there. Yeah, but then they've got these. So that can control. Oh, let me just talk about it. So this has got like lighting. So all on. Turns them all on. That's all the phone. So yeah, this is the shower. We got one of these Myra shower controllers. Get out of the shower. Whereas you get all these options like set temperature and stuff like that. But actually, you might just tell you what, like, I just want to press one button, don't you? You don't want to play around with this. So if you go to shower, first shower, so shower. On here we've got like person settings. So I'm Thomas. So I'm going to press Thomas. It'll load. It'll do something. So what it actually does, it turns on the lights first. And then it turns on the shower as I've predefined it. Eventually it will start playing some music. But we'll stop that before that happens. There goes stopping. There goes turn shower off now. But that controls everything. This cupboard does this cupboard. It's just an electromagnet. I'll just demo it out. You press cupboard. Cupboard pops out. Let me take you into my office. I'll just cut this now. So I'm here in the office. I'm up high actually. I'm at the ceiling because I wanted to show you. So we've got electromagnet on this door with door access. I just want to show you this because I know it's a mess. I know. I don't need you to tell me it's a mess. But I just thought I'd explain how it works. So Node MCU power, and then there's a relay board back there. So there's the relay for this. This does some other stuff in the house as well. What? I can't remember. This is our outside light controller. That's just plugged in there. But yeah, so essentially this is just taking in the inputs from those as inputs and sending it to the smart hub. It has no logic on it. None of the logic runs here. This connects to the Wi-Fi and all the logic runs on the server over there. So yeah. I'll now talk to you about some other stuff. Just give me a minute, let it down. I'll just talk to you about some other stuff about the house. These don't work. I don't like the fact that they don't go to sleep. That's really bugging me. But essentially, we've built everything, 95% of the stuff in the house is local controlled. So that one goes to sleep. It's just bugging me. It's bugging me. So 95% of the stuff in the house is local control. There are some blinds in my room that are Brunt blinds, back when we used to use smart things. They aren't local control. They require a connection to Brunt to work. I think it's Brunt. I'm saying it wrong. What else? The Myra Shower, that uses the Myra Shower API. Not public, the one for the app. There's some code for that somewhere. What else? I think that's about it, if I'm honest. Yeah. So everything else runs locally, including all the Hue, all that sort of stuff. So to make it all work in the way we want it to, so it's all on our phones via HomeKit. We're using Homebridge, we're running that. For all the Z-Wave and Zigbee stuff, we've got Hubitat working upstairs, which is sending it all to the custom smart home that's been built, which runs, as a core process, it runs Node.js. So that's its core running, always on function. And then a lot of the actual programs and stuff are written in PHP. If people are interested, I can do a deep dive into that. It's probably like a lot of stuff. It's a lot of code. There's something like, there's 80 rules? Yeah, there's like 80 what we'd call rules, which is basically automations. And there's something like 512 devices. So clearly I'm missing stuff because I've not talked about 512 devices. There's quite a lot of lights. Lights account for stuff like that. But yeah, that allows you to control everything in the house. Literally everything talks to the system and you can tell it to do something. Like they've got very limited on the tablets. We don't expose everything on the tablets, because why? We like for these all these lights in here, I'd expose them as one light. As we have what are called virtual lights that essentially just control them all. Everywhere in the house we don't have light switches and stuff. We're using motion lighting, so we use the cameras or motion sensors and stuff like that to work out where you are. That all runs locally, and it detects where you are, turns on the lights, etc. Does different things based on the time of day. Like when you turn on the lights, we use a bit of an algorithm that we've got that works out whether it's day or night, or like how bright it is, stuff like that, and whether you want it to be on. Like, have you just got up? Like, we'll do it darker, we'll get brighter, whatever. Are you going to go to bed? Do you know what I mean? It uses the calendar and stuff like that. That's all integrated. What else? I'm trying to think what else. I don't think there's much else. But I think that's mainly it. I'm definitely forgetting stuff. I'm definitely going to be forgetting stuff. I haven't shown you the gates, but I don't know. Let's go look at them. Should we? Let's go look at the gates. I'll just show you it quickly. I'm just trying to open the gates. Can you see this without cutting this? There you go. I'm opening the gates. I'll just do this quickly, but essentially out here we've got a this is a ring keypad. That's essentially what that is. You tap in your code. It sends the code. Yeah. They're all controlled. That all just goes back to the smart home. Ring keypad is Z-Wave, and then the controllers are all in the garage and stuff. That's all that. This has been somewhat interesting. Yeah, I hope to have shown you some parts of the apps and stuff that you're interested in. Yeah, it's interesting stuff, I think. I don't know. But yeah.